The Adpocalypse is here once again, and I want to share with you 3 things that you need to do as a creator to continue to stay successful during this Adpocalypse and any other Adpocalypse to come. Hey fellow creator, my name's Tim, the Scary Good Marketer, and we've been following, the past few days, the whole Adpocalypse that's going on now. We've been looking at, all these big time advertisers and big time companies pulling off advertisements, from Disney to Fortnite to McDonald's to all kinds of different companies pulling off the platform. Now, if you don't know why this is happening, what's going on, there's a bunch of other videos talking about it. There's a whole bunch of different articles. I've linked a few articles in the description below. Go ahead, take a look at those, read those. But we actually wanted to create something a little bit different for this new Adpocalypse that's going on, unlike what a lot of other creators are doing, where all they're doing is talking about the Adpocalypse and giving you their opinions about what's going to happen, what they're starting to see, that kind of stuff. And we actually wanted to create this video to give you 3 tactics that you can use now during this Adpocalypse that will continue to work in any Adpocalypse, so you can continue to be successful with your channel. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Tip number 1 is that you actually need to change the way you think of the Adpocalypse. I've started to watch a bunch of different videos of a bunch of different creators, from people that have millions of subs to just a few thousand subs, and so many of them play the blame game or complain about how YouTube's going to start taking away their money and start demonetizing and doing all these things. And I know one creator that has close to 1 million subs came out and said that he was going to stop posting content until advertisers came back and this Adpocalypse was over, so that he can continue to make money on the videos that he posts from AdSense, because that's his livelihood. And anytime that I hear that there's an Adpocalypse, in our business, we get excited, because as advertisers, we know that with so many companies pulling off the platform, that this is a big opportunity for a lot of people. And also, as a creator, I know that there's a lot of opportunity that happens right now as well. And it really comes down to your mindset, because if you have a very negative mindset about YouTube and blaming YouTube and doing all this stuff, it's like what I've told a lot of people is, I'm like, YouTube doesn't owe you anything. YouTube and Google have created this amazing platform that allows us to connect with an audience. Even being able to make money just through AdSense, is something that you need to be very appreciative of. And if advertisers decide to pull off the platform, that's what happens. Just like in business, I feel like a lot of people need to have that business mindset of, things don't always go your way. Sometimes, some months you make more money than other months. Sometimes you lose money in a month, but you work and you strategize and you figure out, what do we need to do now? Because business is always changing. Seeing these other creators talk about how they're kind of going to want to throw in the towel, they're going to want to do this stuff, it just reminds me of how little willpower some people have to continue to be successful, even in the face of adversity, right? And that's one of the big mindset shifts that I want you to have is, don't look at this as blame YouTube, blame this, blame whoever, that they're taking away your AdSense money or whatever, right? If you get demonetized, if you get this, that, whatever, it's not, you need to look at this as a new opportunity and not as a crutch. So my second tip is that you need to diversify. You hear about when these Adpocalypse hit that there's channels that get demonetized or channels that get completely deleted, completely wiped out, and there's nothing that really anybody can do about it. And that's why I always, the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket is so true. And that's one of the things that I see so many creators do, is they just focus solely on building their YouTube channel, but they never take their existing audience that they have and diversify them, whether that's through email, text, growing your Instagram page with the following, growing a Facebook page, growing a Snapchat page, whatever it is, you need to be able to diversify. And the other big thing is, in that diversification, you need to remember that if all you do is host all your videos on YouTube, then you're making a huge mistake. You need to make sure that you have backup copies of those on multiple places. So we do this for ourselves, we do this for other clients as well. Is YouTube is an amazing platform, but if something happens and your channel gets wiped out and all your content just lives on YouTube, then you've made a huge mistake, right? So we actually, we have actual servers and actual hard drives that we use here, and we also use a cloud-based service as well. Now, the cloud-based service that we use, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description. They have an amazing deal going on right now where you can buy lifetime access, so you don't have to continue to pay a monthly fee. We use it a lot in our business with our content. I know a lot of other businesses that we recommend really love it for their content and just being able to store files online. So I'll leave a link in the description to the service that we use and that we recommend. And now number 3, the Adpocalypse, or there's a big major change. The way that I look at it is that there is a lot less competition now in the marketplace. And it's very interesting to see, because if you've looked at a few channels over the years, you can see how sometimes people that have gotten demonetized and they completely just lose hope and don't have that strong of a drive and willpower to continue going, they completely abandon their channel. And you can see these smaller channels that are very similar to them, and you have these people that go and post on and answer any questions, go through and maybe even make a video about that channel going away and how they're going to be the one to fill that gap now. And they basically are able to get a huge amount of subs and a huge amount of viewership because they have been very strategic of the way that they were able to basically fill that gap where one creator, like I said, didn't have that strong of a willpower or drive or whatever it is, and you have somebody smaller or even similar size come in and really extract that audience, that existing audience that was there, that's no longer being fulfilled by that creator. And like I said, I can think of a number of filmmaking channels that have done this. Indie Mogul has been one of the biggest filmmaking channels. If you don't know anything about filmmaking, that's okay. But like I said, Indie Mogul has been on the platform for so long, and it's been interesting to see, how it's changed. Different hosts, different people have taken on that channel. And then even whenever Indie Mogul went away for a little while and the channel was still there, but they didn't have anybody that was a host, to see a bunch of other smaller channels that went on there, started commenting on a bunch of existing content that was really popular. They even created their own version of very popular content, and they were able to pretty much take that entire existing audience and rapidly grow their channel. So I always look at that as one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't realize is, if you're leaving the platform, or there's a bunch of creators that leave the platform. I mean, even if it's a channel of 100 people that have subscribed to that channel, I would literally go on there, reach out to all the people that have subscribed to that channel, comment on every single thing, and just let them know, hey, it sucks that this creator is not here anymore, but we have a channel and we're doing the exact same thing that this creator was doing, and we would love your feedback on what you think about our channel, right? And I guarantee you just do that now during the Adpocalypse. Look at what industry you're in and see which creators are going to completely abandon the platform, and have a strategy in place to fill the gap for that audience. And if you can fill that gap, your channel's going to rapidly grow. So I hope that these 3 tips that we went over really give you a different outlook of how to look at the adpocalypse now, and to really see why it can be beneficial to you as a channel. And like I said, I promise you, if you start implementing these strategies, for this adpocalypse, and really continue, you can use these even if there's not an adpocalypse, but these strategies will work for every single adpocalypse coming down the road. And I guarantee you, if you don't implement them, you can fall victim to the whole adpocalypse thing and really lose out on a lot of opportunities that are right in front of you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we would greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.